Hey guys, Pert Girl here, back to another video, and today I am filming another video about the Sims 4 Island Living Expansion Pack, which comes out in like 5 days. I am so excited. So before I start the video, I just want to say my 100 subscribers special is coming soon. I just haven't been able to do it yet because things have been kind of crazy, but it is coming, so just wait. I have something cool planned, and you'll see. But anyways, today I am going to be showing you what to expect from the Sims 4 Island Living expansion. I'm just going to be talking about some things while the trailer plays in the background. First off, I want to just say I do not take credit for any of this information. Most of this information was taken from people's videos at EA Play. So if you're looking for more in detail things about each little thing, then definitely go check out those YouTubers' videos. But I just wanted to make a video that kind of covered everything. So first of all, let's talk about the world of Sulani. So, Sulani is pretty big and it is beautiful. Sulani has 14 lots, I believe, which is pretty good. It has 4 houses that townies live in, and 4 houses that nobody lives in, 2 empty lots, 2 beaches, and 1 bar. So yeah, I would say that the world of Sulani is pretty big. There are 3 neighborhoods, or 3 islands, I guess. It's kind of like Hawaii. There are like separate islands. So the island in the upper left is called Lani St. Taz, I'm sorry. And the description says, an idyllic tropical paradise where the beaches are filled with white sand and the waters are warm and vibrant. The lush jungle environment here is a perfect place for getting lost in the timeless island spirit. And the island at the bottom is called, I'm not even gonna try to say it, but the description says, once a tiny fishing camp that was nestled between tropical jungles and calm lagoon waters, Ohanali town has become one of the most bustling areas of Sulani. Developing into the main town of the region has not changed the deeply rooted sense of community and their strong connection to the island traditions. And the island on the top right is called Mua Pelam. Okay, I'm sorry, I know I'm saying these names completely wrong, but it says, nature rules this island. From the active volcano to the flowing waterfall and down into the depths of the secluded cave, this remote destination in the Sulani island chain is a place for exploring the beauty of nature. So yeah, I think that basically says everything about the Sulani world. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it is beautiful and pretty good size. Also, I heard somewhere that the world was very open, like there was a lot of things that you could just go to and you didn't have to like travel to another lot. But I just heard that somewhere. I don't know if that's true. But moving on. So a few random like facts about the pack. So I'm sure you all are wondering if toddlers and dogs can swim in the ocean. Well, I am here to tell you that yes, dogs can swim in the ocean. I'm not sure, but maybe you'll be able to play fetch with them and they'll like go into the ocean and catch the ball. And toddlers can swim in the shallow water. Only the shallow water, though. So, yeah, I hope that answers your questions about if toddlers and dogs can swim in the ocean. And there is a new lock trait called Beach, I believe. And, you know, I don't know what the requirements are and stuff for that, but it's basically just a new beach lock type. And now moving on to Create a Sim. So, Island Living comes with so much new Create a Sim stuff, like it is insane. There are lots of new beautiful hairs. A lot of them are curly, so if you're looking for some new curly hairs, then this pack is definitely right for you. Yeah, it just comes with so many new, really pretty hairs. And it also comes with some new beautiful island clothes. Like, the clothes are kind of a mixture between, like, clothes that you can keep cool in and more islandy clothes. Also, weird thing, the children have 2 of the same hairs that the adults have, which is kind of cool. I don't think that they've ever done that before. And toddlers didn't get any new hair, which is kind of sad. But they did get a lot of new clothes, and they got these adorable little, like, arm floaty things. I don't know what you call them, but you know what I'm talking about, right? And there are 2 new traits and 1 new aspiration. So, the new aspiration is under location, and it is called Beach Life. It says, this sim wants to take it slow and enjoy the beach life. I don't know much about this aspiration, but it seems pretty cool. And as I said, there are 2 new traits. There is a trait called Child of the Islands, and it says, these Sims experience a spiritual connection to the islands of Solani. Honor the islands by partaking in their culture, summon powerful elements, and reap the rewards of their blessings, or the consequences of their disfavor. So I'm guessing this trait means your sim just really loves the island. And there is also a new trait called Child of the Ocean, which says, answer the call of the ocean. Sims with this trait will prefer water-related activities and feel closer to denizens of the sea. I probably said that wrong, but yeah. Those are the new traits and aspirations. Seem pretty cool to me. So I think that's all for kind of the random facts and creative Sim stuff. Now moving on to some more specific stuff about the pack. So, I'm sure you're all wondering about mermaids. Well, I have gathered some information for you. So first of all, you're probably wondering, do mermaids have a whole underwater world? Do they sleep underwater and stuff? I'm here to tell you no. Mermaids are kind of half human, half mermaid. They'll spend most of their time on land, but when they walk into water, they will have a tail. So, factor number 2 about mermaids. Mermaids have a hydration need. So, hydration replaces the hygiene need. So, I'm guessing that your mermaid sims need to be in water a lot, or else, I don't know, maybe they'll die. But your sims can fill up the hydration need by taking a bath, going into a pool, or going to the ocean, any kind of water-related activities. So, you're probably wondering how to become a mermaid. Well, there are 2 ways to become a mermaid. One, you can create a sim, which is pretty easy. Or you can have your sim become a mermaid in gameplay. So you can become a mermaid by eating this magical kelp thing that you can find by going to a special cave. I believe you can find it by cleaning up the beach, or I think a special dolphin can give it to you. So this kelp thing is pretty rare, so if you're impatient and want your sim to become a mermaid right away, you can create one in Create a Sim, or you can find the kelp in the debug menu, which you can get to by using the cheat bb.show hidden objects. So you're probably wondering if children and toddlers can become a mermaid. So if a child or toddler is not born as a mermaid, their parents are human, then they cannot become one until they become a teen. And if your sim is born as a mermaid, both of their parents are mermaids, I'm assuming it kind of works like vampires. They'll be born as a mermaid, but they won't be able to use their tail or powers until they're a teenager, which kind of stinks, but I guess that's okay. And mermaids have lots of new clothes and tails. I think the tails are beautiful. And you could go for the classic seashell thing, or you could use these cool scales, which I think are really cool and kind of more realistic, I would say. And mermaids have special skin tones, eyes, and teeth. I believe they added some purple and blue skin tones. There are some new cool eye colors and some kind of scary teeth. So you're probably why scary teeth? Well, that's because you can play your mermaid sim as either a mermaid or a siren. So mermaids can cast curses and spells. So I think they can cast a good spell on someone, or they can cast a bad spell. And I believe one of the bad spells can have a result of a sim drowning. So if your sim is meeting a mermaid, definitely be very careful around them. And I believe mermaids also have a special dolphin they can talk to and become friends with. Speaking of dolphins, moving on to the stuff about dolphins. So you're probably wondering, how do I meet a dolphin? Well, you can meet dolphins at buoys only at certain times of day. Now, I don't know what those times are, but I was told that dolphins only appear certain times a day. And I think you have to click around the water to get one to come up to you. I think they're kind of hard to talk to. Sometimes they'll just swim away. But you can talk to them and teach them tricks. You can feed them fish and teach them different things. I believe you can also hug them or kiss them. And your sims can actually become friends with these dolphins. Those dolphins will actually appear in your sims friends list. I don't know if becoming a friend with a dolphin means that whenever you go to the buoy, that same dolphin will come, but yeah. And I believe there are 4 or more types of dolphins. I think there's a more common one, there's a mermaid one, and a few others. So that's all for the dolphins. Moving on to the water activities. So there are lots of new cool activities that can come with this pack. So there are lots of new types of boats that you can ride on. You can like ride around them. I think they can take you to other parts of the island. Or you could dock your boats in the middle of the ocean and fish, which I think is cool. There are also new floaties, which I think are super cool. I've wanted floaties for such a long time. There's like a normal float, there's like a pizza float, and I think there's also like a whale float. So your Sims can relax on them, they can float around. I think they can also like do some sort of trick thing. And as you saw in the trailer, there are jet skis. I believe jet skis are called something else in this pack. I think they're called aqua zips or something like that. But your Sims can ride around on a jet ski. I'm not sure if they can take you to other parts of the island, but yeah, you can just ride around. And you can also add some cool like effects to them. I think you can make like fire come out of the back. And your Sims can do some crazy tricks on them if they're like a high level of fitness skill or something. Your Sims can like jump off the jet ski and then back on, or they can do like a cool flip thing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now on to snorkeling and scuba diving. Both are cool, but they both have their downs. So snorkeling, I would say snorkeling is still pretty cool. Your Sims can put on the snorkeling gear and they'll kind of float atop the water. The downside to this is you can't go in tab mode and go underwater, which kind of sucks, but I guess that makes sense because it'll probably be really laggy if like the underwater was like a whole nother world. But there is one thing I'm curious about. So if you can go in tab mode and look underwater, can you go in first person mode and like see the water from your Sims point of view? That's what I'm wondering. I'm not sure about that one. So snorkeling, pretty cool, but you know, can't see the water. I mean, you can see the water from above, but you can't go in tab mode and stuff. And for scuba diving, so I know this is gonna disappoint a lot of people. It does disappoint me, but it makes sense to me. I understand. So with scuba diving, you have to buy all this gear, and you can go to a buoy. But here's the sad part. So scuba diving is a rabbit hole. So if you don't know what rabbit hole means, it means that you can't go with your Sims. So like you can go with your Sims to the lot, but the water will be all foggy, and your Sims could just like disappear underwater for a little while and they can come back with like seashells and stuff. I think that's cool. Obviously disappointing that you can't go with your Sims scuba diving, but I guess that makes sense. Like I heard that in The Sims 3 there was this whole like big coral reef and it was super laggy, so I understand, but still disappointing. Now moving on to some beach activities. So your Sims can build sandcastles, which is really cool. The whole family can build a sandcastle. Adults, teens, toddlers, and children can build sandcastles, which I think is super cool. But beware, if you build a sandcastle that you're super proud of, just be careful because there are Sims that can come and stomp on it, which is super rude, but you know, it's okay. And your Sims can also stomp on other people's sandcastles if you really want them to. I think your Sims can build normal sandcastles and they can also build like cool sand sculpture things. But moving on, you can sunbathe on lounge chairs or beach towels. Another thing that I have been wanting for a while is sunbathing. So they did add lounge chairs. There are these cool little chairs that you can sunbathe on, or you could also sunbathe on the beach towels. But beware, if you do not put on sunscreen, your Sims can get sunburned. I believe they can also get tan, but definitely need to worry about your Sims getting sunburned. And I also believe that the tanning and stuff is pretty realistic. Like, if your Sim is wearing a tank top, they'll actually have like a weird tan line. So moving on to my last subject of this video, I guess. So there are some new jobs coming, which I don't know that much about. People haven't really made videos that go that in detail with it, but I know there is a new like conservationist career or something where your Sims can like pick up the beaches and the water and make sure it's all clean, which I think is super cool. that career will be great for your Sims who like love the environment and stuff. I'm pretty sure that conservationist is the main career of the job, like the actual job. But I believe that there are some like part-time jobs that your Sims can pick up and choose if they want a night shift or a day shift. Like I believe your Sims can be like your Sims can fish, but like actually as a career, like they could be a fisherman, or they could be a lifeguard, or you know, a diving instructor, I think. Just little part-time jobs that your Sims can pick up to make some extra simoleons. Anyways, I think that wraps up all of the information I know about the pack. If I miss out on anything, make sure to let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make a part 2 of this video. Also, make sure to stay tuned for my mini Let's Play on this pack coming soon, and also possibly a mission on this pack. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!